Hello everybody, and welcome. Tonight I am doing some moon messages. This particular video is for the sign of Cancer. Now I'm going to get 3 or so cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and then I am going to use the Cozy Witch Tarot for further details. I mean, what's more Virgo than cozy? You know what I mean? Alright, let's see some moon messages. Alright. For Cancer. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, we have power and abundance. So I definitely get, there's something or a situation that is going to bring you to a point where, you realize your worth, you realize what you're capable of. And that's going to put you in like a position of like, I want to say like personal power, right? And that's what's really going to help you rein in this abundance here, because the first card we have is attraction. Then we have assessing and beauty. I think you are literally the first sign out of all that I've done so far. Let's see. Yeah, I've done 9 signs so far. I've done all the fire, earth, and air signs. And you're the first of the water. So, I'm pretty sure every single sign before you has had the change card, which is like representative of like a tower moment. So this is interesting. I'm quite curious to see what else you get here. I think maybe one other sign got the assessing card and one other sign got the abundance card. But yeah, I get, you're going to be attracting something really beautiful, honestly, but that's going to come, that the manifestation period, I feel like, is like representative of the assessing card that's like in between attraction and beauty here. And I feel like there may be some slight details that you need to work out before this manifestation can materialize. Alright, let's see. What does Cancer need to know right now? Alright, I'll be right back. The battery is dying, so I'm going to switch it real quick. Alright, back at it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like there's gonna be some passionate movement here, you know, something that's really lit your fire, which is interesting because the first card we have is the King of Wands. And then we have Strength, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Lovers. Come on. The Lovers, and the Tower. Now this all gives me the vibe of like you being very authentic in a sense of like your softness and, you know, showcasing a sort of like vulnerability of sorts. And I get that, you know, you're working on something here with the Knight of Wands, and then we have, you know, the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles underneath that, and then also underneath the Eight of Pentacles, you know, we have the Death card, right? You're making room for some new things in your life. And you need to put some work in on those things. You're going to be very committed, very determined. And during this, you know, some of the work you're going to have to do has to do with you, right? Personally, some, you know, self-reflection. And then, you know, after that time of self-reflection, you know, you're going to be in this Knight of Wands energy where you're going to know exactly where you want to put all that fire. And then, you know, with the King of Wands here, right, you're going to sort of lead the way, in a sense. And, you know, a part of being a good leader is, you know, knowing when to be more intense and when to be more soft, you know, when to utilize each aspect of self, and realizing that knowledge within itself, understanding how to utilize such things within itself is a strength. Not just, you know, being vulnerable or being soft or, you know, literal physical strength or harshness being strength. It's knowing when to use all of those in the right way at the right time. That, you know, that is the strength. And it may take you a little while to understand that and put that into practice, but with the Knight of Pentacles, right, you're going to get there. And then to have the Nine of Pentacles, you know, follow that, you know, you're going to be taking some time off from whatever it is you were working on to really, like, create that work-play balance, right? You got to a point where you're comfortable with what you've gained from this venture. So you're going to take some time to yourself and savor the results of your success. Yes. But then, you know, we have the Ten of Wands, the Lovers, and the Tower. So I get that you're going to be having a really, you know, difficult time making a choice. And let's see, what does this choice have to do with? Because this choice is going to shake some things up, so let's see. Right, at the bottom of the deck we have Justice, which speaks to, sticking to your truth, and everything will turn out just fine. Interesting. Let's see. Alright, so we have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Magician. Alright, so I get that this tough decision that you have to make is going to have to do with, sort of like who you leave in charge of things while you take this time to yourself, while you step away from whatever it is you're working on, especially if it's like a business. You're going to have to really choose who handles what in your absence. Which makes sense why that could, shake things up a bit, because it may not, like, excuse me. Some people may not take kindly. They may take offense to particular people being put in particular positions and having, a particular responsibility. Or, some people can see, like, a person having a particular responsibility as, like, a challenge towards them. Or, like, a slight towards them. But I get that, you're gonna be making the decisions that feel right to you. And I feel like, your family is gonna be behind you to support you, which is why we have the Four of Wands out here. And, family doesn't always have to mean, the family you were born into. That could be, a group of chosen family, which could contain, friends and, like, colleagues and stuff from, like, people you work with. But either way, I see that you're not letting that get in your way, and you're still, you're going to be ambitious, and, you're still going to chase your dream. And, while you put in the work on that, that's going to bring you to, like, this magician energy, like, where you realize that, when you realize your potential, you realize, what you can actually do. That's not even potential, that's a couple steps ahead. That's being sure of knowing what it is you're capable of. Alright, let's see, is there anything else for Cancer? Well, Jesus. Right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups, which I find rather curious, because the reading before this, I believe, was Aquarius. It started out with the Ace and Two of Cups. So maybe go talk to your Aquarius friends after you watch that Aquarius reading, that is. Otherwise, they may be a little confused as to why you're coming towards them right now. Um, but yeah, with the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups, and then you have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So underneath that. Alright, so underneath the Seven of Swords, we have Good Luck Charm, which is representative of the Wheel of Fortune, and underneath that we have the Six of Wands. So I get, as you realize, your worth, it like changes your luck. Things start to go in your favor, and with the Seven of Swords, I really get that, that's gonna rub some people the wrong way. There's some people who are not gonna be very happy. They may even be mildly offended by things going well for you, which is kind of sad, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you see, I get that things start to really go in your favor here when it comes to your work, when it comes to this project you've been working on, and then with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, now you see, in the Aquarius reading, I didn't get this as romantic, but here, in your reading, I get this as, you could possibly meet somebody, a romantic partner, um, in this process of what you're working on. Alright, Cancer. That is the message that I have for you tonight. I do hope it serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.